10th of July. Wollongong, 11th of July. Penrith, 12th of July. Newcastle, 13th of July. We're going on tour. If you don't think that's fucking regional, then you probably live in the fucking bush somewhere and we're never coming. You're probably whipping fucking cows.
Sorry, Kyle's
and fucking
got an issue.
shearing sheep and...
Song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing a bit of promotion, mate.
Yeah,
I've got the song.
Because we're going on fucking tour. So if you haven't got your tickets, go there and fucking get them. Newcastle, you're selling quick. Wollongong, you're selling quick. Canberra, you're not selling quick. And Penrith, you're doing all right.
And Canberra's my least favourite place in the whole world.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to say this. If Canberra does not sell out by the end of this week, I promise on everything, I promise on this podcast, we will never, ever, ever go there again.
No, okay. I'm not going to agree on that promise.
No, that's fine. You can go there.
If this show doesn't sell out,
no,
I would agree.
If this show doesn't sell out by the end of the week, Canberra, I will not... Pat can go and do a You Wouldn't tour on his own. I will never step foot in your fucking disgusting, awful place again. You're a gross shithole of a town. Fuck you. I hate every person in there. Fuck off.
You just are angry because you bombed there.
Every time I've been there, I bomb.
So now I'm scared for our show.
It's going to be
And I'll be honest, I had to talk Will into coming to Canberra.
Our show's going to suck.
So I've gone
in
out on
Canberra.
a limb here and said, we'll give him one more chance. And you're not fucking showing up at the moment. Newcastle, you're flying.
Ready for this?
Wollongong flying. Penrith, you guys fucking come to Sydney when we do Sydney shows, so we're bringing one to you, so show up.
So put your knives down, stop killing each other,
Okay.
and buy a fucking ticket. Put the guns away. Put the drugs down. All right? And come watch some comedy. Yeah?
Can I just quickly speak on drugs? What's all this stuff about Elon Musk, bruh?
What do you mean?
Everyone's been like, Elon Musk takes drugs and all this shit.
Fuck him.
like-
Good on him, bro.
It's like, who gives a fuck, brother? Obviously.
Mate, that cunt makes autism look like something even
Normal.
more insane.
Rain in a storm.
Sure.
Just
yeah.
really normal.
Yeah.
But like, I've seen all this thing where like Elon Musk takes ketamine. It's like, yeah, cunt. So do a lot of people, bro. Who really gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
And on that,
I'm
the
not
song,
condoning drugs, but like, fucking, is it really this big deal?
on that, the song for today.
He's not going out saying take the thing. You shouldn't be taking them, but who gives a fuck if he is?
There's delays on the car down to Eastern Canberra where you told me you were leaving from. I got Pat in the back and the rest of your party. Won't you tell me where you listen from? Dumb. If you need a podcast kit or you want to turn and quit, know that I'll be by your side. Newcastle's up next and the Wollongong shows, and you know you'll never satisfy.
We're driving down the M1 in the Tucson pattern. We're coming in high.
Okay, yeah.
No?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, okay.
Zach Bryan Tourniquet podcast tour edition. Now, I would like to open the episode.
So, do you know how much money Zach Bryan sold his
Can I guess?
his music rights?
150 million.
350 million.
No way.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Good on him, hey. Hey, kick your feet up, my brother.
So he's just sold it all.
Like his right. I don't like not his. I think like he sold. I don't know how it works, but like he's still making more music.
I think that means that if people use his songs in movies or ads or
Like
anything
royalties?
like that, yeah, it all goes to whoever bought it.
Right. So if I listen to a Zach Bryan song now, whoever bought it gets the money, not him.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And brother, for 350 mil, just fucking why not, eh?
That's probably how much he would have made in his whole lifetime. So when he's 90, he'll be dying with the 350 mil. Now he's just getting it now.
And you don't really need much more than 350 mil, do you?
Well, can I please say something? I'd like to introduce this episode. Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Lionel Messi, Serena and Venus Williams. Had to throw a chick in there.
Venus isn't the GOAT, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you
everyone
said
else are kind of goats. They were good at doubles
Dude,
together, but Serena shits on Venus every day of the
Sit the fuck
week.
down and watch King Richard, and then come the fuck back to me.
If you're talking about the GOAT of the sport, Serena shits
I
on
know.
Venus Williams.
What? Watch King Richard and come back. I reckon that'll be one of your top favorite movies ever. Serena and Venus Williams. I'm trying to think of another woman. Sam Kerr.
Kathy Freeman.
Kathy fucking Freeman.
I don't know what we're doing here, but I'm just going along with it.
Let me add more
Hang
to the
on.
list.
Ash Barty.
Ash Barty. Let me add another one. The Japanese Naomi Osaka.
Naomi Osaka, yeah.
Let me add now some real sporting athletes. Back to the men.
Okay.
I'm joking. Pat Clifton and Kyle.
Am I in the list?
And Kyle Sapono.
Wow, we've reached that list, brother.
Now, let me say something. When I'm honoured, genuinely, to be sitting in this room with these two athletes. Because when Sunday rolled around and the paddle and pins tournament, golf, threw around, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd see such a dominant display. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say, you turned up, you showed up, and you fucking wrecked all of us.
Thank you.
So good on you and well done on your trophy. And the you wouldness should be clapping as well.
Thank you. Listen, can I be honest in saying something? I also didn't think we would dominate the way we did. Kyle, would you agree with that?
Yeah. I thought we had a good chance going in, but we definitely stepped it up.
We had a good chance going in. I thought golf we would have. Paddle tennis, I thought we could settle for second, right? And come in clutch for golf. We wiped the floor with paddle tennis.
It was fucked.
We played 4, 8, 12, 18 games and
16.
lost, what, 3 or something?
Yeah.
2 of which were at the hands of me.
1.
Oh, did we lose 3-1 to you?
Yeah, 4-1.
Okay.
So we just got on there and we fucking utterly dominated everybody in paddle tennis. Then we go into golf with a 3-shot lead because we came first. And we didn't even need the 3-shot lead. We still won even without it. I think we won by 4 shots, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was just... Look, so much so that the highlight or where the day hit its peak was when Will and Max and Stez and Liam were competing to not come last. That's
awesome.
when it was the funnest because it was like, fuck, Pat and Kyle have dead set got this in the bag. Like, it's more fun now to cheer on who doesn't come last.
Except, I will say, Jack Sapono acting like there was even a chance in hell to catch up to you guys
Ridiculous.
was a joke. I was embarrassed.
Yeah. He thought he had a chance.
He was going, oh, quick, what's your shot? All right, and it was like, mate, you've lost. You lost after hole 3. It was over at hole 3. Let's relax. You won by, you were, what, 7 shots ahead?
We won by 4 in the end. But
It was
we
a
were
piss
cruising.
take, mate.
We were cruising.
It was a piss take.
And I will say this. Jack highly doubted our abilities together as a pair. In particular, me.
The pairing was awful.
He knew that Kyle was the goat at golf, right? He knew that. When we were playing paddle tennis, he was saying to Falcon, how's Pat getting these shots back? He thought I was a fucking idiot. Then I teed off on golf, and as soon as I teed off the first hole, he goes, fuck. How have we done these teams so wrong? It was probably the best shot of the day, to be fair, by me as well. So I did show up with the crowd around.
No, I think I had the best
drive.
shot of the day.
No, my best shot was probably my first tee off.
Oh, really?
Like that I did.
You all
Not
saw
of the
my
day.
best shot of the day on that par 5. It was this, to get onto the green in 2. We all saw it with my 5
You
iron.
never got onto the green in 2.
I don't think you got on
Max
the green.
drove
Never
it,
got onto
and then
the
I hit
green
it.
in 2.
That
That was
it.
a par 4.
No. It was
That
the
was
one
a
at
par.
the
There
you
is
finished.
no way you got on the green in 2 on a par 5, bro.
That's
There's
a par
not.
4.
The one before you hit down onto the thing.
It's a par 4.
No, it's not. The one before you are up on the massive tee.
Where
box
I got
the apartments
squashed.
are.
Oh, that's
by
a
the
par.
car.
There's no way you got onto the green in 2.
Yeah, we did. You saw it happen.
No,
and then
that
we
was your
putted, and then we
third shot.
2-putted and we got it for... Oh, wait.
No, because you got a par, 2-putt par.
Yeah, we got on the green in 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's impressive.
You also hit that putt to tie it up on the second last
Look, here's
hole.
the thing with me in golf. I've got 3 good shots for the whole day. Playing 18 holes, I'll hit 3 great shots. That's it. So I was happy those 3 came out at least.
Well, at the end of that hole, I go behind. So we all have carts, right? And I go behind our cart to put my golf club in and walk
Yep.
around to the driver's seat.
Beautiful.
And as I look, I see a cart flying towards me. Flying towards me. And I'm like, haha, this is pretty funny. Like they're pretending to crash into me and then, and then they're going to brake. You know what I mean? And it was Jack, Liam, and Liam's friend who was a sick cunt.
Wait, can I interject now?
Yeah.
I'm upstairs. I can't see any of this. And then I hear from a while away, I'm up on the tee box. It's probably 40 to 50 meters away.
Yeah, through bushes, so you can't
Through
see.
bushes, and I hear a sickening crash.
Yeah.
And what happened,
And
Pat?
that crash, so I look up and I'm like, real funny, like the boys are pretending to crash into me. They're not looking at me, so they just think that all the carts are gone and they're just looking at each other and shit. And I get wedged between these two carts, bruh, slammed. My leg, I swear to God, my leg nearly snaps. It still hurts. My other knee goes ramming into it and I'm stuck. I'm like, fuck. They all look up in shock and disbelief. And they're frozen, so they don't reverse. So I'm wedged in there for like 10 seconds. I'm like, fucking reverse, cunt. And they're all like trying to figure out how to do it because they're all panicked. They pull out, bro. I dead set thought I'd snap my leg. I got proper wedged between these two golf carts. It was so heavy. It was so fucking
bleak.
heavy. And it was painful. And it was sore. But we soldiered on and we won. That's what life's about sometimes, you know what I mean? Take that as an analogy. It doesn't have to necessarily be get wedged between two golf carts.
No.
Could be you stub your little toe.
Oh.
Could be you have to wait half an hour longer at your doctor's appointment than you anticipated.
Oh.
Let's call them inconveniences. Don't let them get you down. Still get on and win the paddles and pins. And again, paddles and pins can be an analogy for life. So there you go. Take that and run through a brick wall.
Can I give my top 3 sounds of all time?
Yep.
And I want to see if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
This isn't in order.
Okay.
Number 1, cars driving on a gravel rocky road.
Pretty good.
That
Pretty good. This road I know. This is a poem
Do
I
you
wrote
think-
called This Road I Know.
Number 2, chalk on a chalkboard.
Awful sound.
No, because people think chalkboards make a bad sound. You know the sound of of chalk on a chalkboard.
Yeah, I know the sound.
Do you think, Kyle, do you like it?
In fact, I probably don't know the sound. I probably never, ever.
I don't think I've ever heard
I don't
it.
think we've
Can
ever
we just
heard it.
can you just type
Tell
in
me to get it.
chalk on a chalkboard?
I don't think
ASMR?
any of us are old enough to have ever heard chalk on an actual chalkboard.
Are you serious? You've never used a chalkboard? It's the best sound.
You know what's one of the worst? A knife on a plate.
Oh. And my last one is a clacky keyboard.
What's that?
Like just click like a keyboard.
Like quite thick one.
Yeah.
So it's
Like
yeah.
my one that I've got. They're the 3 best sounds. Just thought everyone. You got chalk on a
on
chalkboard?
golf, I think a
You wanna
nice drive sounds
Yeah, let's
pretty
listen.
good. A nice drive in golf sounds
Yeah, let's
pretty
listen with
nice.
my headphones I've got.
They're there somewhere. I can see the cord.
Oh, there they are. I apologise. Go for it. Oh,
That is nice.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as I thought.
it's as bad. It's so
Do you wanna hear
good.
No, but like
nails on a
people always,
chalkboard?
yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Oh, that's bad, dude.
Oh. Shit, who's doing that, bro? They're poor nails as well, don't you think?
I got sent a video.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I sent Kyle a video, and I want us to weigh in.
Yeah.
This is a who's in the wrong.
Weighing in at 200 pounds, Kyle's penis.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what are we doing? Where's this video at?
Kyle's getting it up. So basically, I'll give a little bit of context.
All I want to know is where the
listeners.
party at. Oh, Kyle had to pull up. Sorry. Kyle just pulls up a photo of his uni work, him making some fucking spaceship or something, and he just had to let us know.
So this girl has...
I've seen this video.
Oh, okay. So do you think this is
Play
good
it
to talk...
play it for the audience.
Do you reckon it's good to talk about?
Yeah, but it's muted.
We don't need to listen to the start.
How are you? I'm Mon.
Mine?
Yes. Do you know who I am?
Oh.
Okay. I'm meant to be living here, but apparently not anymore.
No, Well, I don't really know anything about that.
Okay. Is Jamie here?
Yeah. Jamie.
So she's
Hi.
secretly filming it.
G'day.
Yeah.
That's true.
What's true? That I'm not living here?
Yeah.
That's so hectic. So when did you actually want to tell me that?
Oh, told you today.
You told me half an hour ago.
Yeah.
I was meant to move in 2 days ago.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what's...
Unfortunately, so was the bed broken? Did it really fall off a car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So
and you
weird.
decided today that I can't move in.
So,
I'm going to start work tomorrow. I've just moved across the country. So you're looking me in the eye and you're saying, hey, I've agreed to let you live here and now you're homeless.
Okay, pause.
so she's moved across the country. She's obviously got on some like home share app or something.
On Facebook or
And
something.
this bloke's been like, yeah, you can live with me. And the day of, he's been like, hey, bro, my wife's blowing up.
It actually wasn't the day of. You can see on the text, she says, am I still homeless tomorrow? So he's probably told her, I reckon, the day or two before. He's probably told her a day or two before.
No, because
Still very late
I think
notice.
he originally said the bed is broken, so you can't move in yet.
Right.
And then I think that text was from today, being like, am I still homeless tomorrow? And he's been like, yeah, you actually are.
And fuck, bruh. I saw a lot of comments were like, he's dodged a bullet, which I just like, what the fuck? No, like, sorry, I'd be pretty fucking ropeable as well.
It's a bit of an etch situation, but I don't believe the wife thing. It's like, surely the day before this girl's meant to move in, you've said to your wife, hey, a girl's moving into our fucking place. You know what I mean?
I don't reckon this bloke
I don't
seems
think
like
he's got
he's
a
had
wife.
much of a thought.
I don't think he's got a wife. I think maybe something's just come through and maybe one of his mates have been like, oh, I'm going to live with you instead, which again, it's kind of like, yes, it's fucked up and she's left without it. But if he doesn't want her living in his home, he doesn't have to at the end of the day. But I know he's done it in a really bad way.
Look, call me toxic,
Toxic.
but I agree with the wife. If I was the wife, I wouldn't want another woman living in the house.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is, why has he waited till the day she's meant to be moving in to tell the wife that another girl's moving in?
Because I
That's
can
why don't
guarantee
believe
you,
that.
looking at this bloke and sound and like
He just
hearing
hasn't
him
given.
talk,
He just hasn't
he had not
processed
told
it.
his wife until a day or two before and
Mm.
gone, fuck.
Well, like he said, my relationship's more important, which is fair. My marriage is more important. I just wasn't so sold on that, on the wife thing.
It's just so, why would you? Here's where it boils down to. If you're in this girl's situation, are you still rocking up to the house to
No.
have the confrontation in person? I
Not
think that's
just
the
not just
thing.
to leave straight away. She went there for a minute 30 convo and left. It's like, hey, you're homeless. Save your petrol.
Yeah, so do you think it was unnecessary? Yeah, it was unnecessary to go.
It was
there.
unnecessary.
'Cause
Like,
what was her goal? Was her
That's what
goal
I
to
mean.
get him on camera and kind of be like, "What? Look at this cunt. Look at this dickhead who's fucked me over." He has. Let's be real. He has fucked her over.
Yeah, he has. He has fucked her over. Absolutely. You can't deny that. But
Rocking up for
It's
a
also-
confrontation's interesting choice.
he also, like, it's a big decision to be like, okay, you can move into my house. Say it was a 3-month agreement to have this lady living in your house for 3 months if you don't want it anymore for whatever the reason is. You know what I mean? So as bad as it was, I feel like, fuck, if I change my mind for whatever reason, I'm not going to be like living with someone I don't want for 3 months in my house.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Even though he did handle it really poorly.
I had someone living in my apartment once in Zetland back in 2021. I'm going to sneeze.
Do it. Not on it.
What?
I thought you were about to sneeze all over the mic.
No, cunt. People use this shit. Yeah. I was in 2021, my friend Ed, who I was living with at the time, moved out of our place. And he goes, hey, can a friend, she needs a place to stay for a week.
I remember this.
Dude, from day one, I was like, get the fuck out of my house.
It's awful, eh?
Because I signed up to live with Ed, and now I'm living with a guy that I'd never met before, who was nice, and this girl who I couldn't stand at the time. It was like I remember I was watching TV, and she'd open the door, and she was like, I'm doing therapy, online therapy. Can we turn it down?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Not a fan of online
okay.
therapy myself.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would find that hard to connect. And then there was this one moment.
But it's better than nothing, I will say that.
Okay, this other moment, I'm gonna save. I'm sorry, I know this is annoying. It's a
You're
bean
gonna save for the
spillers
bean
moment.
spillers.
Just because. Actually, fuck it, I'll just say it.
Oh, let's have a think.
No, I'm saying it.
Okay.
I was watching Drag Race. What's so funny, Kyle?
Don't worry, keep going.
No, what is pat
Just
about the
this
therapy
part,
thing?
This past 2 minutes has been a lot.
You what?
It's just been a lot of autism in the chairs these past 2 minutes.
Autism and what?
From both of you, autism.
But I'm not autistic, so how could it be?
Just the way that
So
you're
are
acting,
you
mate.
misdiagnosing me?
No, not at all.
So I was watching Drag Race, and she goes, "Oh fuck, I love this show. How do I watch it?"
It's called a TV, fuck
And
yeah.
I go, "Do you have a Stan account?" And she goes, "Yeah, I've got heaps." And then I gave her a weird look, and she goes, "You mean like Instagram fan accounts, yeah?" And I went, "No, fucking Stan, the streaming service."
So she would make fan accounts of...
No, she was saying, "Yeah, I've got heaps of fan accounts about me."
Oh, about her?
Yeah.
Oh, who was she? Was she well known?
Yeah. She was well
Right.
known. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, crazy.
She was like, "Yeah, I've got heaps of Stan." But it was just like, okay, you literally just asked me how to watch it, and I said Stan. How did your brain go there?
Yeah. Stan fan.
How do I watch this? Do you have a Stan account? Yeah, I have heaps of fan accounts about me on Instagram. Hey, no, that's not actually how you watch Drag Race. That's not how you watch the show, bruh.
Rant incoming.
Shit.
Change the topic, rant incoming. Because this actually fucking pisses me off. This infuriates me to something so small I don't know it affects the wider community. McDonald's. I know for a fact, because I'm one of those people, sometimes the deciding factor in what I'm going to eat comes down to as simple as the sauce I'm going to get with my Maccas.
100,000,000%.
Right?
100%.
It is like, what am I craving? I'm craving nuggets and chips with sweet and sour sauce. Okay?
Which is the flavour?
So when I order my Maccas
Oh, shit. Don't
and
say
I
it.
open the bag
No.
for the second time in a row, there is no fucking sauce in there. It pisses me off to no end because all of a sudden I don't fucking want it. And hey, for someone like me who's on a bit of a weight loss fucking journey, Macca's ain't something I get every week. Macca's is a once every couple months kind of thing. It's a treat to enjoy yourself with sweet and sour fucking sauce. So when I open it and it's empty, I want to fucking cry. So fuck you if you work at the Macca's who did that to me twice. Twice in 4 months that's happened. The last 2 times I've got Macca's.
Well,
They haven't put the fucking sauce in it, and it's been a depressing meal.
One of them
I
was a
sit
Central
there and I
Coast.
play sad music.
One of them was a Central Coast.
Both of them.
Hey, mate, you just starting the wreck,
But what is it? This is what I want to know. If you work at Macca's, do you, I'm going to look at the camera, do you sometimes for a bit of a laugh be like, oh, we just won't put the sauce in because we know it's going to fuck them over? Or do you not realize how important the sauce is to a McDonald's meal that you just forget? Because I would argue, I would start a petition that the first thing we should be putting in fucking Macca's bags is the sauce before we send it out.
Definitely. I've seen, can I say, huge shout out to the Kingsford Maccas.
They're elite.
I've seen someone's job was to just take sauce and put it in the bag. It's its own job. And speaking of Macca's sauces, please keep the nether sauce coming, the Minecraft nether sauce.
I haven't tried it.
It's so yummy.
What's the flavour?
Really spicy chili.
Really?
Please keep the nether. It's like a pepper sauce. Please keep the
Yum.
nether sauce coming.
See,
They're
but
never
now
gonna
I
bring the
can't
nether
try it
sauce.
because I've
Yeah.
had my Macca's fix. You know what I mean?
What'd you order?
I ordered, so Tiana wanted some too, so we got a 20 nuggets and a couple chips.
Oh my god,
You know what I mean? How good does that go with sweet and sour sauce, dude? And how bad is that by itself? Lucky I had hot honey at home, but fucking 2 out of 2, bro, in the Central Coast. Like, surely you cunts are sitting there being like, fuck it, we're not going to put the sauce in. You can actually go fuck yourself.
Twice a year, I discover a new food. I venture out and I try a new food. And it happened this morning. And I'd like to introduce a new staple into the Will Gibb diet. One I am so happy with, and one I've always wanted to love. Like, food, it's a food that
I want
I've...
to guess it, but keep going.
Yeah, have a guess. But it's a food that I've watched people eat, and I've gone, fuck, I want so badly to enjoy this because it looks so me, and
Okay.
it just looks so great. I want to love it. Are you thinking, Cody? Do you want to have a guess? Okay. It's
I'm
a
gonna have
new
a guess.
food that I used to be so jealous that I've never had before.
I'm going to guess one off the bat, and then I'm going to ask you questions. Have you seen that thing called the job ladder that go on TikTok?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're going to play that, except we're going to set a 2-minute timer. So off the bat, I'm going to say corn fritters.
No.
Okay. Kyle, can you start a 2-minute timer, please? I get to ask you as many questions as I can.
Go for it.
Tell me when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Is it something you'd sit down and eat at a cafe?
You could get it at a cafe, but it would be weird to order it at a cafe, I think.
Okay, so is it...
Unless it comes a part of what you've ordered.
Okay, so it's generally a side?
Yeah, it's usually a part of a... You wouldn't eat it on its own. It needs other accompaniments.
Okay, so would you get it from a bakery?
No.
Is it definitely a breakfast food, or you just ate it for breakfast?
I would associate it with breakfast, but you could eat it all around the clock.
Baked beans.
Correct.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
I gave you a lot of info there with each question.
Yeah, I think it was a great team effort.
Yeah. Baked fucking beans are so yummy. cunt.
Really?
Yum. And now I can't wait. Tonight I'm going to come home, hot baked beans on some beautiful sourdough toast. Oh,
There's nothing better than when you fall in love with a food.
Dude.
I feel like you're going to hate it in a week. 'Cause
but
you're
I
gonna
was like,
overeat
where
it.
have you been all my... And aren't they quite a good source of protein?
It's been there, bro. They've been there in an aqua can with Heinz written on it.
But
That's where
wait,
they've been.
isn't it a good source of protein? Or am I
No,
wrong?
I don't look at the shit, bro. I
Carl,
can't
can you-
Yeah, yeah, it's really healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah. Beans are good for your heart.
But what's the
more you
what's
eat,
the
the more you
sauce like
fart.
in it?
Oh, that's... Sorry? Sauce... What, you don't like but you've never had Heinz beans?
No. I
What?
hate the idea of baked beans, bro. I think the smell, I don't know what it is.
Oh, Pat, please... Bro.
What made you want to
It
try
was
them?
so young. Can I tell you? This is as an autismo. The only I think it is the most similar to chickpeas. It literally just tastes like chickpeas. That's it. Very similar texture. It's chickpeas.
Yum.
Yeah,
I like chickpeas.
dude, you would love.
Chicks, please. Chickpeas.
And now I want some
mixed
sourdough
peas,
toast with some
quick peas.
bacon and some beans.
Bacon
And
beans.
a nice beef sausage.
Bit of butter on there.
No,
Okay.
hate butter.
So what made you try it?
I just looked at it and I went, go on.
Give it a crack.
Yeah.
Well, you had it at a cafe, or
Charlotte made some because she came home from work.
you know what I love? Hasn't happened in a hot minute. Maybe my taste buds are developed now. There was a while where I would wake up and I would crave a food I've never liked, and I would instantly like it from that day on. Like
Wow.
one day I just woke up and I was like, I am craving mustard. And I never, ever liked mustard. And I woke up and I ate it, and I love mustard. You know, and it happened with a few different foods. I'm trying to think what else. Where I'd wake
Feuds.
up and I'd just crave it, bro, and I'd eat it, and then all of a sudden, boom. That's me, lad. Love it.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You ever had that kaiki led?
No, I don't really... I like most foods that you guys... I feel
You
like you guys
love
are quite
food, eh?
fussy eaters.
You love food, bro. Surprised
food.
you're not a little fatty petty.
Hey. You're good, but yeah.
Oh, good, but yeah. Did you hear that?
I want to talk about a couple things. Couple social
Go
media.
ahead.
Couple things social media
Go ahead.
related. So I just want to do a quick breakdown. So last episode we're speaking, not that it's a competition, Will, but it's a competition. We argued who was nicer,
I got slaughtered.
and we put a poll in the group.
Yeah, I got slaughtered. I saw on the stream.
And the poll, look, I'm just going to read out the results. Will, all right, poll time. This is in the Facebook group. It's private, so you wouldn't. If you're not in it, you're not a real fan. Get with the fucking times. 32 votes for Will. P. Clitty, 315. An annihilation of some. Some are calling it the...
Oh, cut that.
Sorry.
Holy shit. Holy fuck. Can you bleep that instead of cutting it? Fucking hell, that was crazy. I'm surprised you even know about that.
What do you mean? Everyone knows about that. It was a fucking domination. Another thing on social media. We made a few artworks for the tour that we're doing.
Oh,
If you
this
haven't
is
got
a
your tickets,
fucking
head and get your
insult.
fucking tickets.
This is an insult to Cody.
Now,
This is a
we
real
posted-
insult. Cody, you're
We
gonna want to hear.
posted-
You're gonna want to hear this.
3 artworks. 1, 2, 3. One's Cody's, one's mine, one's Kyle's. Now, we said, whose do you think is who? People are going Pat, Kaiki, Cody, which is best Pat, middle Kyle, worst Cody. Crazy off the bat. Crazy. First one's
Cody
Pat,
said they're taking
second
the
one Kyle, third one Cody's. That's from Mustafa. Mustafa doesn't take the piss. Pat, Kaiki, this guy's called Jacoby. Cody, Pat, then Kaiki. So not one person said mine was the awful one. I'm here to tell you it in fact was the awful one. And of course Cody's was the best one. He's a fucking elite graphic designer. Maybe they got mixed up with who Cody was. That's the only thing I can
Well,
think
it's a
of.
fucking insult.
It's an insult of the highest form. Maybe they are taking the piss. Now I think of it. Huge
No.
chance they are. But it's a great poster, Cody. I want to thank you. And I was looking at mine, and look, I didn't think it was bad, but when you put it next to yours, it's
so bad.
it's fucking,
It's so bad. The colours, the fake quotes.
it's the under
so
13
lame.
A's versus the fucking Australian team is what it is.
Oof.
It's just a huge difference. Huge difference.
When you hear under 13 A's, what's the first sport you think of?
Rugby.
I think of rugby union.
Yeah, rugby union. I think of me in a Waverley College long sleeve cotton jersey.
How about this under 14
12
Ds?
years old playing up in the 13
Under 14
A's 'cause I'm a
Ds.
fucking god.
Do you think of rugby union every time?
Yeah,
I
rugby.
always think of rugby union and sometimes
Unless
maybe
they say
cricket.
10 A's, 9 A's, that I think was soccer. I think they did that in year groups.
Football.
Or cricket maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I always think of that. Down at QP3. Oh,
Queen's Park,
anyway.
pitch 3.
yeah. The
Fucking
little
hell.
one. That was the under. I think you played there till you were 15, maybe.
So, my neighbour knocked on my door today. Knock, knock, knock. I opened the door. I didn't know who it was. I'd never met her. I was like, hey.
Long time neighbour or?
They just moved in.
Okay.
I go, hey, how are you? She goes, yeah, I'm not good. I was like, oh my gosh, no way. And I knew that she wanted to have a go at me. And there's this new thing. I don't know why this is the case, but when someone's getting mad at me, it happened outside your house, Kyle, when the guy got mad at me for pulling into the one-way street. I put on this character. And Pat, can you knock on the door? I want to show what this character is that I do now. So can you knock on the door? You're not yelling at me.
What
but
am I
you're
annoyed about?
You're telling me off because I've left the bins out, let's say.
Is that what it
And you're
was?
like, no, this isn't what this was. But you need to be like, mate, sorry. And but keep it going. You know how people keep their telling off going? This is the new kind of character Hey, mate, how are you?
Oh, look. I'm actually not too good, mate.
Oh, my gosh. No. Bugger.
It's just, look, I know it's not a huge deal, but it is something that I think brings down the street a little bit.
Yep.
Your bins, you never seem to take them inside.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take
And
him
it's-
inside now.
But
Awesome.
it's
Yep.
been going on for weeks and weeks, mate. The thing is, this is,
Bugger. All right,
Look,
I'll take him in.
I work really hard to afford a house on this street, and I don't need people like you.
Yep. No, it's fine. I'll just take him in. It's
Just
not that
live
deep.
with your
I'll
parents
just
to
run him
leave
in.
them outside, and because I've got friends coming over, I've got in-laws coming over. I
Awesome.
want them to see where I live, and I
Amazing.
wanted to have this high.
Amazing. Yep, I'll just move him in.
How
All
do I
good,
put
mate.
it? Not scummy. You know what
Sure.
I mean? And you're leaving your fucking bins out, mate. And it's actually quite rude and disrespectful.
Oh my
and it
gosh.
brings down the stature and the value
my
of the
gosh.
street.
No.
If you want to live like that, you can move
No.
elsewhere, mate.
No.
To a lower socioeconomic
Please,
place.
no. Okay, I'll move them. So I just do this weird aloof kind of like...
Is that a good tell-off?
Yeah, but I kind of play down everything
Yeah, I like that.
and just be really very unconfident.
Kill them with kindness, brother.
No, but it's not kindness. It's just like I want them to feel
Kill
a
them
bit
with zero
silly.
fucks.
I want them to feel a bit silly.
You act like it's like such not an issue that
It's
they're like,
so
fuck, am
not
I
an
overplaying
issue.
this?
Yeah. So she opens the door. I open the door, and she goes, hey, is that your car there, the white car? And I go, no, it's not. What's wrong? It's parked over my driveway. And I went, oh, no. And then it's Dad's Skoda.
Oh, yeah.
And Dad stomps down the hallway and he goes, hi.
Oh, that is exactly how we would.
And she goes, mate, you've parked over the driveway. And I go, oh, good, he'll move it now. Thank you so much. And she goes, but it's happened before and I need to go get my kids. And I went, oh, no, yes, go get him. Go get him. He'll move the car. Thank you so much. And then I'm closing the door. And she goes, I'm severely injured. I'm severely injured. And I go, you look fine.
I don't think you did this.
I went, you look fine. I'm
I really struggle to believe you did this, but keep going.
I did. I went, oh, you look fine. I'm so sorry. And she goes, yeah, it's really not great. And I went, and then this is where I kind of took the piss a bit. I turned to Dad and I went, Dad, come on, mate. Fuck, she needs to go get her kids. She's severely injured. Go. And then I was like really on her side about it.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah. Because I was just so, she was like, I'm severely injured. I was like, love, you've stormed over here. You look fine, mate.
Yeah.
Severely injured.
Also, that's a very newcomer thing to say to your street.
What?
Because your street is very the street where your driveway's blocked, cars are double parked. I feel like that's just kind of like they're the rules of the street. You know what I mean?
Love, I think you own about 3 cars. I'm sorry one of them isn't able to go and pick up your kids, who I can guarantee you, I know for a fact because I hear them on the trampoline and I hear them screaming. They're annoying as fuck. So I'm sorry your annoying kids are stuck at school. Sucks. Oh, you know what Mum said? And this is from my mum. She says, turn some fucking ventilation on while you cook because it steams like crazy and it stinks.
She said that to her.
No, but she said, tell her to fucking ventilate her cooking next time.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
I kind of got put on the Gronk by my new neighbour. Not put on the Gronk, but he asserted authority pretty early.
Good on him.
You know what I mean?
Mate, we don't do that
When
here.
we first moved there, Tiana's mum, who I love to death, she walks in, she goes, I met your neighbour. I was like, oh, no. She goes, he's a really nice guy. Like, I think his daughter does a little bit of social media. She was over in Japan on like a trip or something.
How many followers does she have?
I don't know who
Less
she
than
is.
us?
I got no idea who she is.
Failure.
And so she's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll go meet him, like, whatever. Anyway, it's been raining and stuff, so we haven't caught each other. So I met him for the first time, like, a week ago. And he was out the front, and I was like, oh, said his name. I was like, Pat, nice to meet you, mate. Like, I've been meaning to catch you, but the weather. And we had a good chat, right? And we were chatting. We were talking about what we were doing that day, and him and his wife, like, oh, we've been there. It wasn't great, but, let us know how it was.
Yawn. Those sorts of combos.
No, it was nice.
Kill
It was a good intro. But then right at the end, so we've got 2 really tall palm trees in the front of our house, and it was really windy, and the palms were falling down. And there was one going like a little bit over his driveway, so I pulled it to the side just in front of our house. But our houses are like next to each other. Like our driveways are almost joined in a way. Not our driveways, but like his driveway and my house are like right next to each other, right? And I was like, when it stops raining and shit, I'll fucking deal with them. Like I'm not doing it. And he goes, oh, by the way, mate, say the old guy who used to own the house was Angelo. He goes, whatever. What Angelo used to do was he'd pick up those and he'd move them around that side of the house so it wasn't in the way. And he just walked off. And I was just like, well, 1, I'm not Angelo. 2, I will do that because that's what you asked. But just the way he kind of dropped that in of like, hey, mate, we've got a fucking routine around here. And it's about time you start living up to it.
Hey, mate, we've got a routine around here. We make less than 40 grand a year and you move your fucking palm tree things.
And he got me good. And I'll tell you what, that night I was on the phone to you, remember? And you were like, what are you doing? And I was, I'm fucking moving palm trees.
Yeah.
Because that day I got put on the Gronk.
I have a question.
No, he was really nice, but I just thought the way he was like, by the way, what Orlando used to do
was it in his mind the whole conversation, do you think? Like his whole convo with you?
No, I don't think so. Like he's a really nice guy. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't walking away being like, fuck that guy, but I walked away and I said to Tiana, he put me on the Gronk there a bit.
No, he didn't put you on the Gronk.
In a good way.
He just said,
asserted
look,
authority.
Mate. Yeah.
Which was good. But it wasn't like a, mate, if you want to fucking live, you got it. He was just kind of like, hey, I'm just letting you know. This is how things are done.
And maybe
I took it the wrong way because he was a lovely guy and I can't wait to invite him over for dinner.
You're not doing that.
No, I won't.
Oh my gosh,
him and his wife were really lovely. But I just liked that little subtle drop.
I don't think nice and lovely are compliments to give.
You always say that, but when you meet someone for the first time, I think it's a great thing. Just a surface
everyone's
thing.
nice and lovely in the world.
I disagree.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Oh, they're so nice. Eye roll.
I think it's good. But yeah, I just thought that was. I think he handled it well. I was just like, you know what? I wouldn't be able to say that.
No, you'd go,
that's
thank you for the
maturity.
palm leaves.
That's maturity right there, and that's age. And with age comes wisdom, so they say.
Pat, do you have a fear you might become a grumpy Central Coast local in a little bit?
No, not at all.
Because I do think
What do
that
you mean a grumpy central? What do you mean? Yeah,
That guy sounded
everyone's
grumpy.
He wasn't grumpy at all. Everyone there are so the interactions I have on a day-to-day basis
are way nicer than Sydney people.
are so much nicer.
No,
So I don't get what you mean.
well, let me get into it. I do think there is a bit of potential. I can see being quite a grumpy older man.
Okay, so the question is, when I'm a grandpa, do you think I'll be grumpy? Not do you think
In
I'll
your
become,
50s.
Do you think in a little bit I'll become a grumpy Central Coast person? Very different topic.
No, because you'll be living in the Central
No, I
Coast.
won't. I don't want to live in the Central Coast. I want to move back
Okay,
to
but-
eventually.
In your 50s, I think there's potential for you to get... I think you'll be maybe, do you think, a bit grumpy?
No. I don't think so. I swear to God, I don't think so. Why would I?
Can you see it or not?
No, you're.
It's
Why would
this is
anyone
so
want to
Will
be a
Gibbe.
grumpy person?
Huh?
No, it's no one wants to be a grumpy person. Grumpiness
But what do you
comes.
mean, bro? Like,
Okay,
why?
I'll tell
Give
you
me any
something.
this is just such a Will Gibb trying to fucking pin something on Pat and try to get something out
Not
of Pat.
pin something
It
on
is,
Pat.
It's trying to get something out of Pat.
I think if someone does something, I could see you being just a grumpy 50-year-old. In the same way, another friend of ours, Ed, he will be the grumpiest old man in history. He knows that though.
Me and Ed are polar opposites.
No, but when something ticks you off, you get quiet.
Yeah, but that's not a grumpy 50-year-old. That's a will you fucking get annoyed when something pisses you off? It's like everyone does. A grumpy 50-year-old is someone who mopes around and hates their life and fucking takes it out on other people. That's a grumpy 50-year-old. I'm the fucking opposite to that.
I just am either submissive as fuck or I'm the complete opposite and I'll be too aggressive and fight back too much and get too angry. I've got no middle line and I'm scared for what I might become in the future. Maybe I've just projected onto you. Maybe I've projected onto you that either I'm going to be a cuck of a 50-year-old or I'm going to be going in there with my fucking guns blazing.
Okay.
Turn your fucking music down. Like that I could see. I could see if you at 50 years old and the next door neighbours were having a party. They said, "Oh, we feel like having a party." If you weren't in the
Fucking
right
oath, go for gold.
No, but if you were in the wrong mood, you could be like, "No, you're not. No, you're fucking not, mate. I'm having fucking anxiety about mushrooms." They're still haunting me. I'm still having haunting dreams
reaching
about
here, brother.
mushrooms.
You're reaching. And you could be projecting too.
No, I'll
I reckon I'll
always
be the
let my neighbours
complete
have a
opposite.
party. I won't have neighbours.
I reckon I'll be the complete opposite.
You reckon you'll be having the parties?
No, I reckon I'll be like, yeah, it's sweet. Give me notice or give me a warning that you're going to have to
No
party.
notice. Party's on. It's 1 a.m. It's just started.
Well, if it's one night, fuck, what do you do?
It's still going.
There was a house
Starts
when I
at 1
lived in East
a.m.?
Lakes. They used to have bro. They were like, it was so bizarre, bro. There were 3 houses down, and you could see out the bathroom window. And they would have mannequins in their backyard. And there'd be like groups of 3 or 4 standing around. Like, we think they were artists or
Oh,
something.
yeah, you told me
But They
this.
would just get on fucking benders to like, I'm talking like, not like sun comes up bender. I'm talking like into the next day afternoon benders. And they would just be in their groups, bro. I reckon they all got on like acid and just fucking design shit. And they'd be cranking music. What do you do, bro?
How about this?
If I had like a newborn baby or it was affecting
Yeah,
like my
newborn
kids
baby.
sleeping and they were doing it frequently, then of course, bro, but I wouldn't be, I'd just be like, hey, guys, like, come on, surely there's another house we can do this at sometimes.
And they go, fuck off, old man.
Oh, well then all hell would break loose.
What would happen?
I'd fucking put petrol around their whole house.
Okay, and then you know what? You put petrol on the... And what, light it and
Light
burn
it.
them alive.
No. I would fucking let them get out. But I'd be like, you can't party here anymore, cunts. You don't have a house.
And then they call the police. The police come. They say, we're taking your kids away.
So that wasn't me.
We've got footage of it. It's a Ring doorbell, cunt.
Ring doorbell's burnt to the fucking singes, mate.
Well, it was uploaded to the cloud, cunt.
Fucking Brad Shepard, is it?
It was uploaded to the cloud, mate. How about this?
Cloud's fake.
Your
No,
newborn,
oh,
your newborn comes into your room and says, "Oi, there's the
my newborn walks into my room and says, "Oi."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your newborn walks into your room and says, "Hey, just so you know, okay, your daughter, she's 9. She walks in and she goes, "Hey, the party has spilled into our backyard."
Well, I don't know, bro.
What would you do?
But were you asking me of a what would you do scenario in 30 years, cunt? Like, I don't fucking know what I'd do. Depends on my relationship with the neighbours. Depends if they were carrying on. Depends if they were respectful. Depends on all these things,
No,
bro.
wait.
I'd probably go out the back like, boys, fucking fuck off back to your own house, would you?
And then what would you do? You see they've got gills on their neck. 3 of the kids.
Hotlines.
No, wait on.
This is when we'll just go so fucking ridiculous, it's not even funny.
Wait. And you're realising now that the Central Coast, they're actually...
I'm not going to be living in the Central Coast in 30
Okay,
years.
but let's say you are, and there's fish people that are slowly taking over the neighbourhood.
Good on them, bro. Fucking feed them fish food.
I don't want to finish the episode yet. I would like to do a tier list. I sent Kyle what I'd like to do. A tier list.
That segment just then was weird.
Why?
It was the most Will Gibb thing I've ever heard.
What was?
You just trying to fucking get something out of me. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, and it worked.
It worked.
No, but it happens all the fucking time, bro. Like, what are you going to be when you're 50?
Dead cunt of AIDS.
You don't fucking have sex, mate.
True, well then I'll be fucking alive and devastated with my fucking
Like
life.
sucked off by some little twink, mate.
100%
That you've
cunt.
flown from around the world, and as soon as you land,
100
and
fucking
as soon as he
percent.
lands, you don't want him here anymore.
Yeah, and I'll be excited.
Do you reckon you'll ever get? So you know when they say people are like get to the level of fame, like Robbie Williams, right? Where he said I fucked everything and anything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon you'll ever get to the level of fame that you try puss?
I'm gonna try puss regardless before I die.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna put it in a puss. And then I'm gonna be like this. Why the hell?
Yeah. What have I been doing my whole
What
life?
have I been doing my whole life? Can we just change the S to goat and then let's do this?
Okay.
And there can only be one goat. Oh, is that too hard?
No,
Let's nail it down later.
Depends. Yeah.
Our first.
Wait, we gotta fix up A, B, C, D. I don't like this.
Okay. A is okay, instead of A, the
Gost.
second.
Gost. Greatest of sometimes.
Okay, Gost, greatest of sometimes. B is absolutely delicious. No, B is
Elite.
elite. C is
Pretty good.
yummy.
Yummy.
No.
Yummy. Or is Gost and Elite too similar?
Yeah, how about elite is absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. And then yellow is yum but wouldn't buy.
Yeah, love that.
D is
no.
get it off the table. And trash is rather eat Kyle's golf club after he hits a perfect drive and gets it on the green in 2.
So, if you're listening, you can still do this. Obviously, we're ranking
Aussie snacks.
Aussie snacks. Aussie snacks.
And the first one is the Le Snack.
The ones that you dip into the cheese, bro.
I would put that in get it off the table.
What?
Get it off the fucking table.
Bro, I was going to put it in Gost.
No.
They are so delicious.
They're yucky. The biscuit isn't nice.
Brother. I'd put it in absolutely delicious for sure.
I think it's disgusting.
Then it's got to go in yum but wouldn't buy.
Sure.
I'm happy for that.
Sure. Monster Munch.
Yum. Mammy noodles, right?
Yeah, like but
Yeah.
it's the packet ones
Yeah,
where you
and
eat.
you put the sauce in it.
That can I say this? If you ever buy Maggie noodles, Monster noodles, put them in a Subway roll.
Yum.
The crunch that it adds to your Subway is out of this world.
I bought some of these the other day, actually, bruh.
But I would put them in yum but wouldn't buy unless I'm eating it with Subway because
They're so good, bro.
let's go absolutely delicious.
Yeah. Bro, you
got it.
can't come in with how much you just froth them.
The next one's actually making me shiver. Chicken in a biscuit.
Yeah, but it's the
Oh, it's not the
It's
drumstick
not the
one.
drumstick.
It's just chicken flavour.
It's still fucking good.
To me, that's yum but wouldn't buy. Just in reference to what else there is on
okay,
offer
sure,
later.
I'll agree with that just because of that.
This. Barbecue
Barbecue
shapes. I would vote for goat.
No, I'd go absolutely delicious.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd go absolutely delicious.
Oh.
Because they're not the first shape I'm buying, but if I'm craving a barbecue, get it in me. Oh, get it in me.
Wow, we're being really harsh.
Yeah.
Okay. Barbecue Smith's chips.
Yeah,
Get it
but
off the
wouldn't buy.
Get it off the table.
Yeah, put it in there. I don't mind.
Burger rings. I would put that in Ghost. Honest.
Really?
Honest.
I'm putting him in yum but wouldn't buy. So meat in the middle, absolutely delicious.
Cheddar shapes, goat or Ghost. Bro, I'm sorry.
I'd put him in...
I'm sorry. All of these are so delicious. Carl, where are you putting this? Where are you putting shapes? Cheddar.
Cheddar, I'd
going
go
absolutely
absolutely
delicious.
delicious.
Okay, put it in absolutely delicious. Cheese and bacon balls. That's got to be Ghost. When's the last time you had a cheese and bacon
I'll
ball?
give you that. I would put him in absolutely delicious, but I'll give you that.
When's the last time you've had one?
A few months ago.
If you put a fistful in your mouth, good luck looking at life the same after that.
All right, here we go. Cheese and bacon shapes. They're going in Ghost for me.
Oh, no. Cheese and bacon?
Yeah.
That's going get it off the table.
What?
Cheese and bacon
What?
shapes? Are you fucked?
Yum, bro. Yum.
You know what? You can have it. Put it in absolutely delicious.
No. Put it in. You wouldn't. Oh no, if you put it in one of the two.
This I'm not budging. It's goat.
What?
Cheese and onion Smith's chips.
No, it is not, mate.
Are the
We
greatest-
both have to agree on.
Well, then
this.
it's greatest of sometimes.
It's not.
It is. It is, Pat.
It's not.
It is. It is so
It's a
good.
yum but wouldn't buy.
It's the
bro.
best Smith's chips.
Yeah, what's that saying, mate?
A lot.
Fuck all. That's saying fuck all. It's a yum but wouldn't buy for me.
No, it's absolutely delicious for me.
You just said it was goat for you.
Yeah, but we have to meet somewhere in the middle, cunt.
Okay. Fucking twisties, bro.
Twisties for me is get it off the table.
What?
Yeah, I don't like twisties. I think
Shut
they're
the
disgusting.
fuck up,
No,
bro.
but you'll see there's another
They're
twisties.
going in my Ghost.
Nah, I refuse. Yum but wouldn't buy.
Okay. Chicken crimpies?
Rather eat Carl's Golf Club.
What? They're going in my Ghost again.
No, rather eat Carl's
No,
Golf Club.
okay,
They're the
well then they've got
worst
to go
on
in
this
yum
list.
wouldn't buy. No, they're not, bro. You've got screws loose in your fucking head, mate.
Okay, fine. Go yum but wouldn't buy.
Has to be because you got to meet in the middle.
Chicken flavored Smith's chips. Get it off the table.
I would go yum but wouldn't buy, but I'm happy for you to put it in get it off
Chicken
the table.
twisties. Rather eat Carl's Golf Club.
Absolutely delicious.
Oh my. Why can't we agree? The
I love
chocolate, we were
twisties,
so
bro.
aligned with
I
chocolate.
love twisties. I love twisties.
Put it wherever you want it.
What did you say?
I said rather eat Carl's Golf Club.
Then put it in yum but wouldn't buy.
Because now we found our first goat.
No, but cheese twisties has to be above chicken, so put it in, get it off the table. Chicken twisties are good.
Nesquik. Chocolate flavored Nesquik. I mean,
This is going in your goat. I know.
it has to be the goat, right? But then again, Milo's coming up.
Listen, if I'm being genuine, it is yum, but I would never buy it. And that's just the truth of the matter.
To me, it's absolutely delicious. I actually bought Nesquik last week.
Take it then. Take it.
And now we
Okay.
move on to Inner Biscuit Drumstick.
In a biscuit drumstick.
To me, it's yum but wouldn't buy.
What, cunt?
Yeah, I love it, but I actually never
What?
buy it.
That
I
is
know.
my goat.
Well, then I'm happy to put it in greatest of sometimes.
That is my fucking goat right there.
I don't know.
That is my goat.
Really?
Mine, as I stand here before you, that is my goat, ladies and gentlemen. In a biscuit, everybody in between. Them, they, all of you. A chicken drumstick in a biscuit. I would shove them in my foreskin and eat it out.
Really?
No, I wouldn't do that. That's chat. But I like them
We
a
don't
lot.
have a goat. We haven't agreed on a goat.
haven't
You know,
agreed
if
on a
there's
goat.
not a goat, we do have to go back and find a goat
No,
to agree on. Really? Okay.
no. We can't, bro.
Light and tangy thins.
Get it off the table.
No! Are you fucking serious?
Brother, for
Absolutely
starters, get your
delicious for
fins
me.
out of here, cunt.
Get
Give me
your
something
fins
crunchy.
onto me, cunt. Do you know what? I'm happy for you to put it on. Get it off the table. I don't care.
No, you can put it in Yumba if you want.
Yumba wouldn't buy. Fine.
What would you put it in if it was you?
Absolutely delicious.
So yeah, we're in the middle.
Milo. Fuck, dude. It's not goat. I'm putting that right now. It's not goat. It's not even greatest of sometimes.
Is this a Milo with free will? Do what you want, Pat?
Yeah.
Brother, it's probably going in my goat. It has to
What,
be
like you like it on
doesn't
ice cream? You
No,
use
but
it
I'm
a
saying
lot.
like, no, I don't eat it a lot. I hardly eat Milo, but like as a kid, if you put Milo in front of me and said calories don't count, put 10 litre jugs in front of me, I'll finish it.
I've been so
Milo
close.
and milk, bruh.
It's fucked.
It's
a
like
piss take.
Oh my god.
Milo and milk is so good that anyone that I know that's dairy intolerant
Still drinks it.
I would put a I would start a GoFundMe for you just so you can go somewhere great in your life.
You're really telling me it's not Gost? Is that what you're going to sit here before
I
me
would
and
put it
say?
in Gost, greatest of
Yeah,
sometimes.
come on, brother.
It's the fact it can go with this is I would rather at Kyle's Golf Club.
Just the plain
Plain
chips?
Smith's chips. Yuck.
I'd put it in a Yum but wouldn't buy.
Get it off the table then. Pizza
In
shapes.
fact, they're absolutely delicious.
For
Pizza
me, it's
shapes,
Yum but wouldn't buy.
They're absolutely delicious. Oh, I'd put it in Yum but wouldn't buy. Yeah, I'd cop that. But
Fruit roll-ups.
rather eat fucking shit. Rather eat a big sloppy poo.
I would find it Yum but wouldn't buy. Really? Wait, why not roll-ups?
I don't like it. I hate fruit flavored things. You know this.
You don't hate fruit-flavored things. You hate berry-flavored things.
No, I hate fruit flavored things unless it's like orange. And I don't like lollies.
Okay, fine.
I don't like lollies.
Then let's
I
go
don't
get
like
it off
berries.
the table. Salt and vinegar
Salt.
Smiths.
If this was a salt and vinegar Red Rock Deli chips,
It's go.
it's in the goat, and I would throw hands over that. I would throw hands over that. But Smith salt and vinegar don't hit the same, and I'd put them in.
Absolutely delicious for me.
Yeah, absolutely delicious. But I actually wouldn't buy them because I'd rather buy Red Rock Deli or Kettle.
Yep. Now, I've never had this next item.
Nesquik strawberry.
Pink Nesquik.
I would rather. Here's what I would rather.
Oh, shit.
Instead of drinking a Nesquik strawberry, I would rather get a football field. Close your eyes. A football field. And I would get 8,000 helicopters to drop bags and bags and bags of razor blades and mouse traps. And then I'd rather get my nutsack and drag it across that whole football field 8 billion times than take
Jesus.
a sip of Nesquik strawberry.
What about eat mushrooms from Bali?
Rather take the Nesquik.
Let's put it in rather eat shit then, because rather at Kyle's Golf Club after driving it onto the thing. Tiny teddies.
Haven't had them in a long time, but they
Yum
don't
but wouldn't
appeal to
buy.
me. Yeah, they're yum but wouldn't buy.
They're a bit too infantilized. Like, you feel like a bit of a freak eating tiny teddies.
I just don't think they give enough kick. I think they're too much just cookie.
This I could fight over.
Twisty
Wicked cheddar.
zigzags.
The zigzag. I'm
And they
putting that in
melt in your
greatest of
mouth.
sometimes, bro.
They melt in your
They
mouth.
go nuts.
I would put them in absolutely delicious, but I'll settle for Gost. I'll give you
They are
Gost.
gots. Kyle, have you had them?
No, I've never had zigzags.
You've never had zigzag twisties?
No.
I'm
They're
going to order
fucking
some
good,
from
bro.
IGA now, and they'll arrive in the bean spillers, and you can try one.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact they come from IGA.
Right, this is what I'm not happy with. Our list is done. I'm not happy with cheese and bacon balls and twisties being above crimpies and cheese and bacon shapes. Everything else I can... twisties is way too low in yum but wouldn't buy. Way too low. I don't mind the rest. Ooh, play something country. If you had to pick your goat wheel, what are you putting in there? I'm putting in a biscuit, then Milo. In a biscuit drumstick.
It's really tough for me. There's a lot there that I would love to put in my goat. Can I tell you what I'm tossing up between?
And I'm putting roll-ups in rather eat
I'm
shit.
tossing up between cheese and bacon balls, cheese and onion Smiths, chocolate
Really?
Nesquik, and
Fucking hell,
barbecue
mate.
shapes.
So the whole list.
I'd put barbecue shapes out of that list in my goat.
Okay, then swap cheese and bacon balls and barbecue shapes. Actually, no, don't. That was silly. I don't know what I'm talking about.
If I could pick two goats, it'd be original there'd be Shapes Barbecue and Chocolate Nesquik. And let me just say this: if original nacho cheese was on there,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not eat. Did
You
I
see, you
tell
don't
you
need to say
guys? Did I tell the listeners what happened with that?
Yeah, how they messaged and said,
Yeah, I don't think I said it on the podcast.
I thought you did.
Arnott's. I got a message from a former manager that Arnott's messaged me saying, "Will cease and desist, mate, on getting all these people to message about original cheese nacho cheese
They're not bringing
shapes."
them back.
Now, you know those movies where they listen? I don't want to do that.
No.
I'm going to bring it back up. You wouldn't. Let's go again. Because we got through to Arnott's.
Round up the troops.
It fucking worked. They heard us. And we knocked the door down again. Because when a door slams shut in your face, are you going to fucking turn around and walk home? When you have a family waiting for you, Papa, did you bring the food? No, son, I didn't, because the door was slammed in my face. You're a fucking failure. What's that little kid going to grow up to do? He's going to grow up to do the same. When you see injustice, you turn the corner and you fucking make an impact on life. And when I'm telling you right now, when Arnott's comes and knocks on the door and says, no, we're not doing original nacho cheese flavor anymore, you tell them no. I will fight for what is right. And what is right is that we get them back on the stores and back on the shelves because that is what people want. And we are at a cross points in history when we can say that we fought for what we loved. And that is this and that is now. Keep the messaging because that Arnott's wall will fall and eventually we will have our original cheese nacho fucking shapes.
I want to know how many people actually got the $5 Will promised to send them if they messaged.
You can blame the fuckwit that asked me for an extra 500.
I've got
I'm
something to
burned
ask
by
you.
that.
I've got a question to pose to you.
Do it.
Would you rather Arnott's come back and say, hey, Will, just so you know they weren't selling well enough, we don't like the flavour anymore, they're discontinued? Would you rather them come back and say, hey, Will, mate, it wasn't our choice, we absolutely love them, they were our favourite flavour, our best seller, but there was an original document with the recipe on it and it got disintegrated and burnt, so we just can never make it again? But what would be more like, oh, fuck?
I would track and hunt down the reason as to why it was disintegrated.
Yeah.
I would, if it was, here's the thing, Arnott's, I'm genuinely being serious. I will pay you $15,000 to make me 1,000 boxes. That is my offer.
There you go.
There it is.
Are you actually going to do that, or are you going to leave poor Vlad in Sydney again?
Who's Vlad?
You promised to fly him to Russia.
Oh my God, Lockie Bryan
Lockie
from
Bryan.
Adelaide. Yeah, he's a freak. I'm scared of him. I didn't want to get involved in that. I
So we actually
realised,
pay Arnott?
but he actually messaged me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know, that was
Will
fucked.
said, I'll pay for your flight to Russia, and he messaged Will, be like, hey, buy my flight, and Will didn't reply. It's hilarious.
He's like, oi, mate, I've heard people are going to be buying my flight. I'm like, bruh.
Hotlines.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Shopping is completed. You're about to try zigzag twisties in the bean spills. By the way, Pat, before we get into hotlines,
Very quick shot by that worker, bro.
Paddy, would you mind telling the listeners what we're doing in the bean spillers?
I don't know right now.
Yeah, you do, mate. Have a think. Look at Kyle's
Oh,
face.
yeah. Oh, yeah, baby, a triple. So this is what we're doing right now. Kyle wants a hinge profile, and he's gone ahead and made one. So what's going to happen is we're going to go through Kyle's hinge profile. We're going to review it. We're going to think where we can make changes. We're going to think what might work best because Kyle's never had a dating profile.
I'm
if you want to see
excited.
You can sign up. It's $10 a month. You get all the backlog content, 450 hours of it. You get early tickets. You get 10% off merch. You get all these fucking benefits. You get Origin content. You get it all. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I would argue that this will be, in fact, the greatest ever You Wouldn't Patreon episode in history. And we may even do a dating segment with Kyle on the Patreon.
With random women. And then
You
you
call
know
up.
what? Guys, I swear to God,
And
you
then
know,
we'll pay for
you
a
know what
date.
I want happen? No, I want to pay for a date. Yeah, but guess what? We're going to do it here.
No,
No,
that's so uncomfortable for the girl, bro. No.
No, hear me out. Obviously, the girls that are going to apply are going to be aware that that is the winning prize, so they're going to know, and it's going to be live streamed, and me and Pat are going to be the waiters.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Holy shit!
For some reason, when you said that, I just pictured them two sitting here having dinner and me and you just like sitting on the wee meatball chairs over there.
We're going to be live streaming it, and me and Pat are going to do the cooking.
like a dating show.
I'm going to do the dessert, and Pat's going to do the meals.
Hilarious.
And it's going to be live streamed.
fucking hilarious.
So if you would like to apply,
Call up with your reasoning in the bean spillers. It's a separate hotline.
thank you.
Hotlines now.
Holy shit, I'm so excited,
This
dude.
is crazy.
Howdy, boys.
Howdy,
I just
rowdy.
wanted to hear your opinions on Chris Lilley. Personally, I love him. I love his work. He's fucking hilarious. But I'd love to hear a comedian's opinion. And I swear to God, Pat, if you say, who the fuck's Chris Lilley? You're uncultured.
No,
He's
cunt.
an
Of course I
Aussie
know Chris
icon.
Lilley, mate.
Anyway, catches.
Look, I fucking love Chris Lilley.
He's like the GOAT Australian.
He's
like,
the GOAT
film
of all
maker.
time. And
Carl Barron's the GOAT stand-up comedian. Chris Lilley's the GOAT content, like whatever the fuck you categorize him in.
And you can't blame Chris Lilley for the stuff that he's done in the past because he is a product of that time. So when people say he did blackface, obviously no one agrees in today's day and age that blackface is acceptable.
Was that with Smouse?
Yeah, with Smouse and even Jonah from Tonga and stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, when he was writing and creating that stuff, like, if it was able to get through so many people,
Brother, it was on Netflix, ABC.
Like there are
fucking-
so many people that need to vet stuff to be created on TV. And like he kind of got, dogpiled for doing all these things that literally like hundreds of people would have had to A-OK. So I don't know. I do not agree with fucking blackface, obviously, and no one does. But mate, he's so funny and the shit he's done is forever iconic. And call me fucking unpopular, call me whatever.
I think
but
you're
that's my
highly
theory.
popular. I think he's fucking hilarious. His shows are fucking hilarious. Has there been a certain like racial group he's not picked on, but like made a show about that have come at him, or is it just like
No. I'm not. Look, actually, I'm not going to say no. I'm not aware.
or is it more just kind of like because of the times now we're bleeding out Chris Lilley?
I think it was just. I think it's very. I don't know. I have no idea. I would be speculating.
I personally, I think his stuff is fucking hilarious. I really do. I think Angry Boys is the best one he's ever done.
Angry Boys is the. I think Summer Heights High is the GOAT.
Summer Heights High, yeah, is fucking great. But I love Angry Boys, bro. I think it is so fucking.
You know what's
funny,
crazy? I was thinking about him today because I was like, "Fuck, I'd love to get him on the pod."
He bought us drinks. I don't know if I should say this actually.
What?
We were like 15 and he bought us drinks.
Sick cunt.
Yeah. We were like standing outside the bottle. They'd be like, hey, can you buy us drinks? And Chris Lilley bought them.
Sick cunt. I
Can
would love
I
to get
say
him on
that
the
or
pod.
no? Will
Yeah,
that get him
fucking
in
oath.
trouble?
I've done it before.
No, but will that get him in trouble?
No.
Oh, good. It was allegedly anyway. Might have been his twin. Might have been Nathan. Oi, Nathan!
Have you? Yeah, I've done it before where you ask someone.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck about me getting in trouble. We used to walk into Bottlers and sprint out with a case. I mean, does
course you
fucking...
Pat's
will he
nicer
get
than
in
Will.
trouble? Will he get in trouble?
Like when I used to work at a bottle shop and someone would give me an ID, you can tell immediately when it's fake.
Yeah.
But when I could tell that it was just like a nice person,
Just going to have a couple drinks.
nice girl or a nice guy, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, like whatever. Sometimes though, like there was one moment where like these two fucking guys walked in and they were being like a little bit arrogant and they were being a bit shit blokes and they gave me these obvious fake IDs and I was like, nah, they're fake and fuck you both. Like you thought, like you guys are gronks. So as long as you're a nice person, if you're under 18 and you're listening to this, if you're giving a fake ID to buy drinks, as long as you're nice and respectful, I can guarantee you the person behind the counter is not going to care.
Oh, before the next one,
Yeah.
wait. I've found a world record we can do.
Okay, go
Possibly.
for it.
I've got it here. I've got the reel of it.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Oh, but they're quick, aren't they?
So it's fastest time to pop 200 balloons.
Oh, if he
nail.
stumbled.
He stumbles and he why does he go back the other way?
You must have to, right?
No. Why would you go back the other way?
And why wouldn't they just redo it where he just doesn't stumble?
Yeah, we could beat that. I like that. We could beat that.
Let's
got legs.
Let's try that. That's got legs.
It's got legs.
Blowing 200 balloons, but
You get a machine.
you'd have to blow me.
Hey.
Morning, boys. First of all, love the pod. I've listened to every episode, and I went to your Brizzy show.
Sick cunt.
My question is for Will. I just finished watching Overcompensating, and it got me wondering what your experience was like at college. Were you in a frat? Like, I'm just curious as to what it was like. Anyway, have a good day. Love you guys.
I had fun. My first 2 years of college were awesome. So when I was 18, 19, loved it, the best ever. And then my third year, I really hated it because I just felt too old. I was like, what's going on? This feels a little bit lame. And I wasn't really getting around it as much. But those first 2 years, Kyle, you can attest, you went to college. You went for 2 years.
Yeah.
Did you live on campus?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was great. I reckon it was the best years of my life.
Oh, that's depressing, and they're definitely not the best.
Why?
years of your
Oh my
life.
God, Will, just fucking shut up
Like
for a second.
it actually was, I reckon.
Oh, because you drinking with the boys. Yes, cunt, that is why.
I don't think it's the best years of your life.
Like so far.
Oh, sure, yeah, but you said that like your life's not going to get better than that.
No, I
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
He went, those were the best years of my life.
He said they've been the best years of his life. Of
Yeah,
his
but
21
I took
years.
that. I took that like those were the best years of my life.
Well,
When I lived it, they were the best years of my life as well. But they're definitely not going to be the best years of our life.
Sure.
Moving forward. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant it like they will forever be the best years of my
No,
life.
that's sad.
Yeah, that is
Maybe.
fucking tragic.
Maybe though.
No, it was fun. It was really great. But there was no like gayness. There was no gay guys there.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? And a girl fucking
Gotta go
raped
to
me.
gay
But other
college
than
for
that, it was all good.
Hey guys, just call in based on last week's episode of the millions and billions seconds chat. One number that will always continue to fuck me up is 52 factorial, which means how many different ways there are to shuffle a deck of cards. If you want a very good explanation on how this works and how ridiculous the number is, look up Neil deGrasse Tyson's explanation on it. And I just know Pat's going to come in his fucking undies.
Let's see it.
What if I'm not wearing undies? What about that?
Neil deGrasse Tyson card. It better be like I hope it's a minute-long TikTok. That would make me stoked.
Oh, dude, if it's longer than a minute and a half, brother.
Because we're going to lose Pat. We need... Because anything...
Is it just me? Do I have a short attention span?
Yeah, you're
or-
fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked.
Well, I can't take my ADHD meds because my fucking heart's fucked. I'm going to the hospital again after this.
Okay, so my shopping was
how many
completed 12
possible
minutes
ways?
ago.
It's a 1 minute TikTok, exactly.
Oh,
Sorry.
You ever
Where's
wondered
my...
how many possible ways
we can't
you
see
can
it.
shuffle
It's,
Let's
a
just
deck
listen.
of 52 playing cards?
it's nothing on the screen.
That mathematical sequence is called 52 factorial. An 8 with 67 zeros.
Oh.
How are we going to imagine that? Let's get 1 trillion people.
67 zeros.
Okay? 10 times the total number of people who have ever been born. Hand each of them a deck of cards. Everyone, shuffle your deck of cards 1 trillion times per second for 1 trillion years.
No,
No
Across
way.
1 trillion civilizations across 1 trillion universes.
No.
If you now take a deck of cards
Shut
and
the
shuffle it,
fuck up, cunt.
there's only a 40% chance it will equal any one of those that have just been shuffled across the multiverse.
Yeah, 40%
Properly
chance.
shuffled decks of cards has never been duplicated. You ever wondered how many
That is
possible
fucking
ways?
insane.
That was crazy. The 40% part kind of threw me off a bit. Made it seem a bit more not fucked. You know what I mean? You get me? Like the trillions and that, I was like, oh yeah. And then he's like 40%. It's kind of like, oh yeah. Like imagine you like, then there's only a 0.001% chance you get it. You'd be like, oh shit.
Trillions though, Pat, is fucked.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's the universe.
But then 1 trillion universes. Oh my god.
Well, that's sort of like the 40% threw me. But it's a lot.
8 with 67 zeros.
Fucking really, bro?
Fuck off.
Really? I reckon me and Will could shuffle a deck and get it the same, bro.
100%.
That's crazy.
Last one.
Actually, nah, because it's spades and that's fucking wild, bro.
It's fucked.
Hang on a second.
It's fucked.
Are we even playing jokers here or not?
Oh, I don't
'Cause
want.
if you
I don't
had
want to think if there's
jokers,
jokers,
bruh.
bro. Finally, man deep. Me
wanna-
me on grinder. Man deep.
Hey guys, did you know that it's past June 2nd, which means it's halfway past the year, which means we're actually closer to 2050 than we are to 2000?
Oh.
Just let that sink in for a little bit. Bye.
He's done some thinking, that bloke.
I hate to
That
be a
bloke's-
party. I hate to be a party pooper again,
Go for it.
but that makes sense to me.
No, it physically is.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't blow me away.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
But
Bye.
it's cool thing. But it doesn't baffle me. Get your tickets to the live show. Shay, we're going to go review Kyle's Hinge profile.
And
Shay.
Kyle, the Nacho, the twisties are on their way, zigzagging their way here, bro.